Now, there aren't many places in the world where you can visit a Jurassic petrified forest, but you can here at Curio Bay in Southland. In fact, this is one of the finest examples anywhere on Earth. Now, I'm here with Jamie, our guide from Bottom Bus Tours, and he really knows this area well. So, Jamie, what can you tell us about the forest, mate?
Well, 180 million years ago, New Zealand existed as part of Gondwana land, and an ancient forest existed here. A volcano that in the area erupted, sending a lahar of silica-rich mud through the area, as well as following that came the lava and the ash that compacted over the wood. Almost instantly, the silica began to react with the wood, and of course, over the millions of years, the tectonic forces of the earth, the heat from underneath the earth's core, has cooked the wood and turned it to stone. Wow. New Zealand then forms as we know it today, and the coastline and the elements begin to erode away at the stone and expose these fossilised tree trunks like we see here.
Yeah. So this is an actual trunk we're looking at here.
Yep. Looks just like wood, but it's stone now.
Right, isn't it?
Just over here, Nigel, we've got one of the larger tree stumps fossilised into the rock, and as you can see, it's also fossilised the growth rings of the tree.
Yeah, you can see the rings.
Yeah.
Wow. What species would this be?
These are the ancient podocarps, ancestors to our native podocarps today, such as the kauri tree, the rimu, the matai, some of our native pines.
Wow. Well, mate, thanks for showing me around.
No worries.
Awesome.
Now, we're on the beautiful Ulva Island, and our guide for today is Ulva. Now, I have to ask the question, Ulva, which came first, you or the island?
The island, but I do hold my age well, yes.
You do. Now, that avid ornithologist Nigel's going to be out there checking out the birds. Geraldine's going to look into the history, which goes right back to Maori times. And, of course, I'm getting into the plants.
Now, I know they're around here somewhere. You can see the footprints. There they are there, a pair of oyster catchers. And earlier, just round the corner, we saw a weka bird. Now, they're not shy, just trying to knock off some of the deer. Ulva, what's this one here?
Isn't he beautiful? Yeah. He's our Stewart Island robin. We've got the North Island and the South Island and the Stewart Island robin. He's a male. He's got a beautiful upright stance, and he eats and he nests on the ground.
I can't believe how tame they are.
Look there, saddleback.
Oh, yeah.
Now, he is one of our rarest birds. There are 2 wattle birds left in New Zealand. One is the kokako, the blue wattle crow, and that is the Stewart Island saddleback, or the South Island saddleback. It's one of our rarest birds.
Yeah, look, there's 2 of them.
Yeah,
There's
there were only 30. They were put here in 2000, and now we've got over 250 of them.
That's
so
amazing.
we're doing well. Absolutely.
We're in a piece of primal forest here. The only thing that has changed from earlier times is this pathway, which obviously allows visitors to come and enjoy this great piece of bush. And even then, the gravel was washed to ensure there was no weed seeds. Now, this is a gorgeous-looking tree. What is it?
He's our rimu.
Podocarp.
R-I-M-U, rimu, yes. He's our tallest growing native red pine. And yes, he's a podocarpus, and this tree here is about 30 metres, 100 feet high, tall, and yeah, he's about 500 years old.
Now, New Zealand's got a fantastic collection of ferns which come from that sort of Gondwana collection. I mean, there's tree ferns, but what about this one here?
Oh, isn't it amazing? It's a crown fern or a ladder fern, and they have their own tree stump or trunk, which, I mean, they're an ancient plant anyway, but that just shows you how much older they are, because usually ferns start from the ground.
Oliver, I've seen this Grisellina grown in Europe, in Ireland, all places around the world where it's pretty cold. That's a real native of this area, isn't it?
It is. It's a stunner. Now a lot of designer gardens are using them in their hedge lines because they bunch up really well.
And of course the beautiful lancewood. I love this tree.
Isn't
really
he amazing?
unique.
Yes, he's a fabulous piece of work. That's why the botanists in Captain Cook's day had them down as separate species, because the adult was so different from the juvenile. Have you seen our adult tree?
No.
He's just over the other side of the path there. He's approximately 100 years old.
Wow. Well, we've got a beautiful little fairy garden here. What's involved?
We've got beautiful mosses, liverwort, and we've got lichen as well. This is an umbrella moss, and I was always told they were fairy umbrellas. They only grow in pollution-free environments, so this is a really good example of that, yes.
Fantastic. And thinking about liverwort, that's wart medicine for the liver. Maybe we should get a bit of this for our Nigel.
Oh, so I've heard. You'll need it a lot. I think you'll need it a lot.
I'm here with Orva on Stewart Island in the town of Oban. Now, Oban, that's a Scottish name, isn't it? Orva, how did it get to Stewart Island?
Our first settlers here were Scottish, and they came for the fur seals, and they're closely followed by the Norwegians for the whales. And we had settlers also for our forest here. And they all moved, most of them moved in with the Māori people.
I see. So that would explain the rich tapestry of cultures that you've got here on the island.
Absolutely.
It's quite unique.
It is.
So, Alba, tell me a little bit about this huge sculpture.
Isn't it beautiful? It's the chain that anchors us to the North and South Islands. And according to our stories here, Maui was the superhero, a Māori superhero, and he used his waka to fish up the North Island. And this saves the North and South Island from floating away.
It's really quite a special place, Alba.
Oh, it is. It's quite different. We are the least modified of the New Zealand archipelago, and we have birds and rare plants that we don't have, you know, on the other islands. Also, only 2% of the island is inhabited, and we are the latest national park in New Zealand, so it's wonderful.
All very good reasons to make the short trip over.
It is, it is.
We're here on Ulva Island, and for more 100% pure magical destinations, visit the website newzealand.com.
Coming up after the break, Nev and Nige will take you on a Southern Ocean feast. This 7-day Southern Discovery package includes a 4-night stay in Dunedin, a tour of Larnick Castle, a monarch wildlife cruise, a trip to nature's wonders and a tour of Speight's Brewery. Then stay 2 nights in Invercargill, enjoy a return trip to Stewart Island and car rental for 6 days so you can do your own exploring. This fabulous package is only $1,049 per person twin share. Conditions apply.